Hello everyone, welcome into class today. This is alignment vinyasa where we focus on a particular area of the body to help us work up to a peak pose safely. Today we'll be working towards a back bend. You will need 2 blocks and a strap. Let's get started. So we'll take the first block and we'll just come into a seated position on that block. Legs can be stacked or one in front of the other. What's really up to you for what's comfortable. Crown of the head will reach up towards the sky. The palms will be on the thighs face down. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one on your own. Just start to notice what your body feels like today. Try to notice that without judgment. Really tuning in to the sensations that are happening in your body even before we start to practice. Your eyes are closed, gently open them. We'll inhale, lift the arms up overhead. And exhale, we'll take a twist to the right. That right hand can come behind you, left hand can come onto the thigh. Inhale, arms lift up. And exhale, we twist to the opposite side. Inhale, arms lift up. And exhale, we side bend. Right hand will come to the ground. Left arm will reach up and over your head. Really grounding down through the left sit bone so that your ribs on the left side can open a little bit more. Inhale, arms lift up. And exhale, second side. Left hand to the ground. Right arm reaches, opening up to the right side. Inhale, arms lift up. And exhale, let's bring the hands to heart center. From here, we'll come off of the block, move it to the front of the mat, just in case we need it later. And we'll start with some cat-cows. Come into a tabletop position. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. On the exhale, dome and round. Shoulder blades reach towards the sky. 3 more of those on your own. Feeling all of the movements in your spine. Really curving on this cat pose from the neck all the way to the tailbone. Last one. And then we'll find a neutral spine in this tabletop. We'll tuck the toes, lift the knees 1 or 2 inches and hold here. Find as much length as you can in your body with the crown of the head reaching forward, the neck long, and the sit bones reaching back. We'll be here for 3, for 2, and 1. Lift those hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, move in any way that feels good to you here. From the down dog, bend the knees, look forward. Take a bunch of baby steps coming to the top of the mat, ending in a forward fold. On the inhale, we'll lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms will rise, chest rises, hands touch to the top, and exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we are going to need a block now. So place a block in between your thighs, pretty high up. So we want to internally rotate our inner thighs. So with that, imagine if you could push the block out behind you. Those are the inner thighs rolling back, but keep the feet grounded. Don't let the knees knock in. Keeping the feet grounded, inner thighs roll back. And then push the block forward. This would be external rotation of the thighs. It's not what we want today, but we're going to do it just so we have it for understanding. So once again, push the block back behind you. Inner thighs are rolling back, grounding down through the feet. And if you have a tendency to hyperextend your knees, please push your shins forward so that you have a little bit of a bend in those knees. We'll keep the block here. On an inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, we will fold. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, chest rises to stand, hands touch, and they exhale to heart center. Good. Let's move the block back so it's flush with the front of your thighs, and we'll move through a vinyasa. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant your hands, take a bunch of hops back until you come to your plank pose. We lower halfway, coming into the upward facing dog and coming into the downward facing dog. Inner thighs are rolling towards the ceiling now. Bend the knees, look forward, take a bunch of hops coming to the top of the mat. Once you arrive, inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, chest rises to stand, and bring those hands to heart center. Please move through your vinyasa at your pace with the inner thighs rolling back as we move. Reminder, you can always skip vinyasas. This practice is yours. Do what feels good and right in your body today. As we come into downward facing dog, those inner thighs are rolling back. And then from there, let's remove the block, place it back to the top of the mat, and pause in your downward facing dog. Taking in a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, mouth. Let it go. From here, right leg lifts, inhale. Step the foot in between the hands and do place your hands on blocks. Let's get the legs nice and strong. So the inner back thigh is rolling towards the sky as you bend deeper into the front knee. Now from here, if it's okay, reach the arms forward. The chest will stay on that front thigh. Breathing here. On the next inhale, rise to stand. Arms will lift up, high lunge. And exhale, hands to the ground, your vinyasa, or just step to your downward facing dog. We come into the other side once we arrive. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Once again, hands on blocks. Inner back thigh is rolling towards the sky. Outer thighs squeezing in towards each other. We're stabilizing the pelvis here when we're doing this. Then from here, reaching the arms forward, finding length in your body with the fingertips reaching forward and the back heel reaching back. Breathing here. Next inhale, high lunge, arms lift. And exhale, hands to the mat, your vinyasa, or skip it and go to your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, bend the knees, look forward, hop, jump, or step, top of the mat. The inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, chest rises to stand, and bring those hands to heart center. Please move through your vinyasa, or we'll skip it and go to your downward facing dog. Moving at your pace with your breath. Doing what feels right for you today. From your downward facing dog, lift the right leg into the air on the inhale. On the exhale, step the foot in between the hands. The back knee will lower to the ground, and we come into Anjaneyasana. Arms lift up on your inhale. On your exhale, interlace the hands behind your back, or you can grab your strap if you have tighter shoulders like me. And then you'll reach the knuckles towards the back heel as the chest lifts up towards the sky. And from here, we are going to rise to stand. So if this is too much, undo the holding of the strap or your hands and put the hands on blocks. From here, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and rise to stand. Lifting the chest up towards the sky, coming into a bit of a back bend here. And then let the strap go. Lift the arms up towards the sky. The palms will touch. The arms will keep going back. Maybe you come into a little bit deeper of a back bend. And on the exhale, hands to the ground, or your vinyasa, or skip it. And let that strap go for a ride just for a second. From down dog, left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot in between your hands. Back knee lowers, Anjaneyasana on your inhale. And on your exhale, grab that strap or interlace the hands behind your back. Push the knuckles towards the ground as the chest lifts. Rising to stand. Tucking the back toes, lifting the knee, chest lifts up towards the sky. Coming into a little bit deeper of a back bend if it's available to you. And then your arms will reach up towards the sky. Maybe the palms touch. As they reach back, you come into a little bit deeper of a back bend. Stay for one more inhale. And exhale, hands to the ground. Your vinyasa, or skip it, and go to your downward facing dog. From the down dog, bend the knees. Look forward. Hop, jump, or step. Top of the mat. The inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, chest rises to stand. And bring those hands to heart center. Move through a vinyasa. Imagine that block in between the thighs, inner thighs rolling back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. Your vinyasa or skip it. And step to downward facing dog. From down dog, right leg lifts into the air on your inhale. Exhale, step the foot in between your hands. Back knee lowers to the ground. And heel toe the right foot out to the right, coming into lizard pose. So both hands are on the inside of the right foot. Let the hips sink lower if that's available, or always use your props if you need. From here, if you want more, you'll bend the back knee, and the right hand will reach behind and grab the foot. And if you can't grab the foot, but can bend the knee, don't worry about grabbing the foot. If you do have the foot, grab the foot on the pinky toe edge of the foot, but let the right knee stay in towards your sideways. So don't let it splay out so that you let go of the engagement you have here in your belly. Opening up through that right shoulder. Keeping that right thigh towards the right ribs. Letting the foot go. Bringing the hands to the ground and stepping back to your downward facing dog. Let's come into the other side. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Back knee lowers to the ground. Heel toe the foot to the left. Hands will go on the inside the left foot. From here, bending the back knee, left hand reaches behind and grabs the pinky toe edge of the foot. Do let the hips sink as you open up through that left shoulder. Again, keeping that left knee in towards the side waist instead of letting it splay out. Breathing here. Last big breath. And exhale to let it go. Stepping back to your downward facing dog. Notice the inner thighs rolling back here in this downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, hop, jump, or step, top of the mat. The inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, chest rises to stand, and bring those hands to heart center. Please move through your vinyasa or you'll skip it. From down dog, let's take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot in between your hands. We'll rise for warrior one on your inhale. Back heel's on the ground. And on the exhale, open for warrior two pose. Good. From warrior two, inhale, arms to the sky, front leg straightens. Exhale, warrior two. Two more. Keep moving and breathing on your own, your pace. This time as we inhale, straightening the front leg, arms to the sky, and we'll go into Skandasana to the back of the mat. So that left knee will bend and the right leg will stay straight. Pausing here just for a moment and taking this into a flow. So on the inhale, we'll walk forward. We come into the lunge with the hands on blocks. We'll stay for the exhale, stabilizing that pelvis like we did before. On the inhale, arms will lift up towards the sky, coming into the back bend. Exhale, we'll open warrior two. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. Inhale to walk forward to that low lunge. And you stay for the exhale. Stabilize the pelvis. Inhale, arms will lift up towards the sky. Fingertips lift, back bending. Exhale, open, warrior two. Stay for the inhale. And the exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. This is the last one. Inhale, walking forward. And you stay for the exhale. Inhale, rise to stand, back bending. And exhale, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, coming into triangle pose. Right hand to the ground or a block. Left arm will lift up towards the sky. If you'd like here, that left arm can come behind the back, maybe hooking into the left hip crease as the left pec reaches up towards the sky. Next inhale, left arm lifts up. And exhale, we come to the ground. We Vinyasa, or we skip it and go to our downward facing dog. We have that all on the other side. All right, let's do it. Left leg lifts on the inhale. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Virabhadrasana 1 on the inhale. Virabhadrasana 2 on the exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Arms go to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. 2 more breaths, keep moving at your pace. Last one. And we come to Skandasana at the back of the mat. Right knee bends, left leg stays straight, and we will pause here just for a moment. Taking it into the flow. On the inhale, walk those hands forward. The hands go on blocks. We stay for the exhale, stabilize the pelvis. Inhale, arms lift up towards the sky, coming into that back bend. And exhale, open warrior two. Stay for the inhale. And exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. Inhale, walking the hands forward. And you stay for the exhale. Inhale, arms lift up towards the sky. Exhale, open warrior two. Stay for the inhale. And exhale. This is our last one of the flow. Inhale, walking the hands forward. And stay for the exhale. Inhale, arms lift, coming into your back bend. And exhale, open warrior two pose. Inhale to straighten that front leg. And exhale, triangle pose. Left hand to the block or the ground. And the right arm will lift up towards the sky. From here, if you want, right arm can come behind the back, maybe hooking into that left hip crease as the right pec lifts up towards the sky a little bit more. Next, inhale, lift the right arm up. And exhale, bring those hands to the ground. Vinyasa, or step back to your downward facing dog. All right, lowering the knees to the ground, we have arrived to our peak pose today, Ustrasana, which is camel pose. I do recommend grabbing your blocks and placing the blocks by your ankles or your shins. Now, that work we did with the inner thighs, although our shins are on the ground, the inner thighs are going to roll back and the hip points will lift, so our pelvis stays stabilized as we come into the back bend. Couple of options, your hands can come onto your sacrum, helping the hips push forward, but still remember the actions of the inner thighs and of the hip points lifting. Second option is your hands can come on blocks behind you as you open up through the chest. Once again, stabilizing that pelvis. And then if your head is all the way back, I want you to look down at your cheeks so that the back of your neck gets long. Next, inhale, lifting up using the core. And exhale, we will sit down. Pausing here for just a moment. We'll have another option or another chance to come into your second round of Ustrasana. Maybe this time you take it a little bit deeper. Maybe this time you back off. It's really up to you. All right, here we go. Grounding down through the shins. Inner thighs roll back, hip points will lift up. From here, hips push forward. Maybe the hands come onto those blocks. Maybe your hands come onto the heels. Keep all of that action happening in your pelvis as you open through the chest. Lengthen through the back of your neck by looking down at your cheeks. On your next inhale, lifting up using the core. And exhale, we will sit down. All right, nice work. From here, please grab your strap. We're going to come onto our back into Supta Padangusthasana. From here, the arch of the right foot will get the strap. Whoop, and we'll lift that leg up towards the sky. The left leg will be forward. Both feet are active here, so the right leg as if it's pushing up against the ceiling, and the left foot as if it's pushing against the wall. If you want to feel more, you're going to pull the strap closer to your face on the exhale. You take it at your pace, breathing here. Making sure those feet are active. Let's bring both ends of the strap into the left hand. And then we'll let the right leg fall across our body, coming into a spinal twist. Maybe the leg is not on the ground, or maybe it goes all the way to the ground. Really up to you and your expression of this pose, how deep that you want to take it. We'll inhale, lift that right leg back up towards the sky. And we will switch sides. The arch of the left foot gets the strap this time. Right leg is forward. Both feet are active as if you're pushing against the wall. The strap pulls closer to your face on the exhale. All right, both ends of the strap come into the right hand. Move over to the left if you're by a wall like me, so that you have space to let that left leg fall across your body. Coming off your mat, totally okay. Make sure you have enough room to feel this expression of this pose. And breathing. Next inhale, lift that leg up towards the sky. And then exhale, release it from the strap. Coming into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Once you arrive, gentle inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. You stay in this position as long as you need.